Secretariat, you are ready? Ines? Pierre? Okay. Welcome, Madam Beatrice. So, honorable members, as our secretariat nominee, members from Monte Calari, you are welcome to this session. So before we start, I'll open by a word of prayer, and I'll ask you all, we pour down for a word of prayer. Almighty God, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor and blessing as servants whom you have been pleased to call to leadership position in this republic. We seek guidance to treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country and of those whose interests you have committed to our church. Amen. Secondly, I'll ask legal officer to administer the oath to nominee. So Beatrice, you will be directed. She can read? Or you will read to her so that she have her.
I, Beatrice Langat, do hereby swear that all information that I shall give before this committee shall be the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you. Direct her to the seat and make her comfortable. Thank you. So I'd like us to introduce the members of this committee. So I'll start from my extreme left.
Good afternoon, Beatrice.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I'm Korir Matthew, MCHI Quad, member to the committee.
Jambo Beatrice.
Jambo san.
My name is Vincent Kirui, representing the great people of Litein Ward. Karibu.
Beatrice, good afternoon and welcome. My name is Bavina Serem, nominated MCA.
Thank you.
Extreme right.
Welcome, Beatrice. My name is Eric B, representing great people of Kablila Third Ward. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Beatrice. Welcome. And my name is Martin Chiriot, representing Kapugerwet Ward and a member of this committee. Karibu.
Habari ya adhuri, Mheshimiwa Beatrice. Jina langu ni Cheruyat Bech, mimi ni mwakilishi wodi ya Inamoi na kongole kwa kupatiwa nafasi hii.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beatrice, karibu. My name is Dominic Mutai, MCA Kabianga. All the best.
Thank you.
Members.
Good afternoon, Beatrice. My name is Kipto Paul B, MCA Kapsaos Ward. Pongezi na karibu. Asante.
Thank you.
Karibu sana Beatrice. Kwa majina ni Philip Kimweno Mutai, MCA Kipchimchi Ward. Na kutakila kila laheri.
Asante.
Members, Secretariat, please.
Julius Kurgat, Sergeant at Arms. Renis Chepngetich, PR officer.
My name is Hezron Ngetich, representing the great people of Chilchila. And chairman to this committee. So members of the intergallery, please welcome. Feel free, you are welcome. So I'll give this opportunity to you, Beatrice. You introduce yourself. After introducing yourself, you give us your small biography, where your name, where you're coming from, your academic journey, work experience, and as you are doing so, if you have maybe document, relevant document, academic document, and other relevant document, maybe you will I'll ask certain terms for the same as she is introducing herself. So.
Okay, thank you.
And maybe before, if there is any member of this committee was which was any interest, potential conflict of interest with the nominee, maybe you can declare before we start.
Okay, Chairman. For me, I know Beatrice as a friend, and I've worked with her in different capacities during youth, Bunge, and other organizations. But that one does not mean that my relationship with Beatrice will interfere with the report of this committee.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I'm a person of interest with Beatrice because we campaigned with her for UDA party and UDA nominated candidates at that time. So I know her to be somebody who is hardworking and trustworthy. So, but not being showing interest with her will interfere with the works of this committee. I think I will not interfere with this committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I also know Beatrice because Beatrice did campaign for me. I being here, she came to my place, but that doesn't mean my being here will interfere with the work of this committee. But I want to wish Beatrice well. Thank you.
Thank you. Mheshimiwa Bet.
Asante mwenyekiti. Mheshimiwa Beatrice ni jirani yangu. Pia natoka katika kaunti ndogo ya Inamoi, ambapo pia natoka. La tatu pia Mheshimiwa Beatrice tulifanya naye kampeni za chama cha Kenya Kwanza katika uchaguzi uliopita. Alisunguka kaunti ndogo ya Inamoi kote tukiwa pamoja na wale waheshimiwa wengine ambao wameongea na pia mbunge wetu. Lakini nataka kusema mwenyekiti kwamba kuwepo kwangu katika kamati hii haitatoa ushawishi wowote kumsaidia Mheshimiwa Beatrice, lakini hata hivyo namtakia kila laheri.
Thank you. I think you too.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Chair. I also know Beatrice as a friend and a colleague in politics, but my knowing her will not affect the vetting process. I only wish her well.
Thank you. You too.
Asante sana mwenyekiti. Nimewahi kutana na Beatrice wakati nilikuwa nafanya kandarasi katika shule ya upili ya Kericho T, na amekuwa rafiki, lakini kando na hayo haitasuia utendakazi wangu kama mwakilishi wa wadi. Asante, karibu.
So, lucky you, Beatrice. I think you have friends, many friends in this committee. So I'll give you this opportunity to introduce yourself, give us your biography, and then where you are coming from, or the relevant information you wish this committee to know, and then I'll direct you further. We'll use the shortest time possible because we are time bound. Welcome. And you are free to use any language, any of the two official languages.
Thank you. My name's Beatrice Chepkoech Langat from Kericho County, Ainamoi Sub-County, Kapsoit Ward. Beatrice is a visually impaired lady who was born normal, but after some few hours in this world, she became visually impaired at a tender age of only some hours old. Beatrice went through normal schooling. I went through normal academic learning. I started going to school when it was a bit late because of marginalization. And for that reason, I started my school when I was almost 5 years to 6. And I joined Kibo School for the Blind. Studied my primary level up to class 8. Then I joined Thika School for the Blind. Due to constraints of lack of enough school fees and resources, I had a lot of challenges, and most of the time I was at home because of lack of school fees. But I tried, I struggled until I finished my Form 4 level. Then after that, luckily enough, I came back home. And I found there was a project that had been started by what we call Sight Savers International, sponsored by Sight Savers International and the Kenya Society for the Blind, whereby they took me after my Form 4 level without any course or any training. I worked there as a volunteer. I volunteered for 2 years until when they employed me as a transcriber in Kericho T Boys High School in the year 2003. That is where I started my employment. Since then, I worked as a transcriber or brailleist in Kericho T Boys High School. That is, brailing means changing the normal writing or the normal writing that you are now using, you people, into braille so that it can be accessible for the visually impaired person. I did that until the year 2012 when the donor pulled out. But again, I went back to voluntary work in Kericho T Boys High School, and I was just earning a living through an allowance by the Board of Management in Kericho T Boys High School. During all that process, I decided to go and join early childhood development education, and I did my certificate. Luckily enough, I passed and continue. I did my diploma, and that one helped me to come and secure a job in the Department of Education in the county government. So in the year 2019, I was employed in the county government in the Department of Education. And luckily enough, I had a sponsor who supported me because I had an interest in disability sports. So I did my course on disability sports, and luckily enough, county government of Kericho deployed me to the Department of Sports to do disability sports. Up to that, I'm doing disability sports in the county government in contract basis. And that disability sports has done me a lot. I've gone to different countries through the disability sports, where we do sports for persons with disabilities and different categories of disabilities. That is Paralympic sports. And most of the time, I concentrate on that through developing talents, identifying talented persons with disability who can do sports, replacing them in the right places, and also coaching in athletics. I've traveled outside the country through the national government as a coach. And I was lucky. I went to do a course at the University of Kentucky, a course on disability sports. Again, I went to Ethiopia doing the same course, and I also did classification and track and field events course under the Ministry of Education, that's national government. And it has really helped me. Luckily enough, last 2021-2022 Olympic Games, I was selected to be among the best coaches who participated in the Olympic Games 2021. That is Paralympic Olympic Games 2021-2022. Beatrice is an outgoing lady. I love myself. I love God, and mostly I love my community. I love working with the community. Any situation, in any condition, I'm always there trying to solve where possible. And if I cannot solve, I seek advice from other bodies or other sectors so that a certain situation can be sorted. I'm also a good politician. I've done politics. 2017, I participated in the 2017. I had been nominated to represent persons with disabilities in the interim committee of Jubilee during the Jubilee government. And we did very well. We mobilized the community to accept our party, and we did a good job. The same time, 2022, I also joined politics. I did very well, especially championing for the UDA party to be well rooted in our community, of which we did well with the support of my friends. And as you have heard, most of my friends here, we used to work together in politics. So that is how far I've gone with politics.
Thank you. Thank you, Beatrice. And I want to congratulate you for all what you have done. In fact, in your biography, I can assure and attest that you have covered almost 90% of the question I was to ask you, and it's really commendable. Maybe one final question before I open the floor for any member if he has any question. Now you are being nominated to be board chair of Kericho Municipal Board. And one of the requirement, Beatrice, is that one must be a member of an organization, association, or governance appointee. So for the records, maybe I will ask you if or which organization sponsored you on your nomination. I think that's our question, my question. Beatrice.
Okay, thank you. I've been appointed through the governance appointee. But I also belong to different associations and organizations.
You can enumerate if you...
Okay.
If you
personal... Sorry?
I say if you wish to, you can say, but if you...
Okay, let me just say one.
Okay.
I'm a member of Kenya Union for the Blind, and I'm also a member of the advocacy group for persons with disability in Kericho County. Thank you.
Thank you. Have you been advancedly mentioned in any court, really?
No.
Okay. Maybe what is your net worth? It's a common question, but
with me, I can work both nationally and internationally.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, I think I'm satisfied. Maybe I'll open the floor. Maybe Bet, please.
Asante sana mwenyekiti. Mimi sina maswali mengi kwa mheshimiwa Beatrice. Namuita mheshimiwa Beatrice mwenyekiti kwa sababu kwanza kabisa yeye alikuwa katika orodha ya wale ambao wangefaa kupatiwa kazi kuwakilisha walemavu katika jimbo letu la Kericho, so angekuwa pamoja na sisi. Lakini kwa sababu ambazo labda hatujui ama hatukuambiwa jina lake, alikupelekwa mpaka akuwe mheshimiwa MCA. Lakini hata hivyo, binadamu akijaribu kufunga mlango mwingine, Mwenyezi Mungu anafungua lango la pili, na kwa leo Mwenyezi Mungu amemfungulia lango la pili kuwa mwanakamati katika bodi ya Municipal ya Kericho. Najua Beatrice amewakilisha walemavu. Yeye ni kielelezo bora kwamba ulemavu si upungufu, kwa sababu amefanya kazi mingi sana kuwakilisha walemavu katika jimbo letu la county. Mimi tu nataka nimsihi kwamba, kwa sababu utabiri wangu ni kwamba jinsi ambavyo ameweza kujielekeza mheshimiwa, najua ametosha. Kwa hivyo akipata nafasi hii awakumbuke walemavu katika county ama jimbo letu, hasa zile nafasi za kazi katika manispaa ya Kericho. Tuko na walemavu wengi sana kule ambako tunatoka, kula Inamoya hawajapata nafasi ya kupata nafasi katika jiji la Kericho. Kwa hivyo ombi langu kuu mheshimiwa ni kwamba ukipata nafasi hii hakikisha kwamba walemavu kutoka kule chini uende wahamazishe wale walemavu ambao labda hawajapata habari kwamba wanaweza wakafanya biashara katika kaunti letu ama wafanya biashara na kaunti letu. La pili pia upiganie, kwa sababu mwenyekiti utafahamu fika kwamba hatuna mwakilishi wa walemavu katika bunge letu la jimbo la Kericho. Kwa hivyo pia nataka nikusihi, iwapo utapata nafasi hii, nafasi ambayo katika utabiri wangu najua utapata, hakikisha pia kwamba katiba yetu ya Kenya article 54 walemavu wanafaa wapate nafasi. Kwa hivyo itakuwa kazi yako kuwapigania walemavu, si tu katika bodi ya manispaa, lakini pia utakuwa na angalau utakuwa na hiyo nafasi ya kuwakilisha walemavu katika idara mbalimbali. Kwa mwisho mheshimiwa mwenyekiti, ni kwamba nimesikia akisema kwamba yeye aliajiriwa katika idara ya elimu. Mimi kama mwenyekiti kamati ya elimu mheshimiwa, nataka nimhakikishie kwamba kama kamati tumeweka pesa ya kuweza kuwaajiri walimu katika uajiri wa huduma ya kudumu. Kwa hivyo nitahakikisha pia yeye ataingia katika kiwango hicho mheshimiwa, ndio pia yeye apate nafasi hata katika idara hiyo ya kuwakilisha walemavu. Na kutakia kila laheri. Mheshimiwa wako hayuko hapa lakini kwa sababu mimi ni jirani mwema, nataka nikutakia kila laheri katika nafasi hii. Asante sana mwenyekiti, sina mengi.
Thank you, Chair. Beatrice, I'm Dominic Mutimes Kabianga. Karibu sana. Mine is a comment. We want to wish you well. You have given us your background and the history, and I didn't know much about that, but eko kwa kazi mzuri. When this house approves you, make sure in the municipality, within the municipality of Kericho, there is people living with disability who are doing businesses. Others are not doing businesses, but they are hustlers. Can you make sure, under your leadership, to have them have an easy way of doing businesses, an easy way of even working? Make sure that we have pathways in our town here, and most of the town municipality, we don't have walkways or pathways for even people living with disability. Walking in town is a risk for the people living with disability. Otherwise, we wish you all the best. Thank you.
Maybe if the committee approves her, okay?
Sorry, if the committee approves her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chair. I had earlier stated that I know Beatrice, but after she gave her biography, I sincerely think that I didn't know her. She has done a lot, and I really commend her for that, especially in terms of sports and serving the community. I really congratulate her for that. Beatrice, I only have one question. being a mother and being a member of the municipal, if you are given an opportunity to serve the municipal board, how do you think we should deal with the issue of the street children?
Okay, thank you. In fact, that idea has been running on my mind for quite some time. And you'll find that most of the time when I find them in the streets, I really pity them. And as a person with disability, I feel that these people should be given an opportunity like any other person, because they are also disabled in one way or another. Being in the street is not their wish, but to me, I feel that we should identify them. There are those who have families. See how we can empower those families so that they can take back their children. And those without families, we identify a home. It's my hope that one day, one time, we build a county home within our county, children's home that can cater for these children. Especially, let me just say shortly, we can use the estates. Our tea estate right now, most of the people most of the workers that are working there are few, and there are many houses there. In fact, I was wondering why those Wazungus are destroying those houses. Those houses should be changed to be children's homes, home craft centers, and serve other things. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chair. Sorry. Through the chair, Mheshimiwa Beatrice, let me say congratulations. That far you've come. And having had your elaborate biography, you really is an exemplary leader in your capacity. I know, Beatrice, that your input will be felt in these municipality boards, and if given opportunity, of which I wish you very well, maybe what is that one thing, maybe Beatrice, we can say this one, Beatrice contributed for the improvement of our municipalities. I know there are many, but at least one of which I have said we wish you well, and I know your input will be felt. Thank you.
Okay. What I've done as a person is when the contractor was building those terraces and the pathways within the town. We really championed for that. We wanted that place to be friendly, although our catchment area is a problem, the nature of Kericho, by the way. But we tried our best to make sure that the contractor does not raise a huge stair within those pathways. That is the most important thing that I did. I also I also supported on building, coming up with a perimeter wall within rehabilitation center for security for persons with disability. That's the first thing. And another thing, at least to have some recreational activities that are taking place within that particular area to help the person with disabilities that stays there and those that are doing different courses within that particular area. Thank you.
Chair, thank you, Chair. And maybe to give a congratulatory message to Beatrice. I've heard you, we've heard you, Beatrice. You are a very brilliant lady. And I want to believe that given this opportunity to serve as a municipal board member, we've had cases that there are some contractors who are using the names of a person living with disabilities. So I want to, maybe it's my encouragement, it's not a question per se. What will you do as a person living with disability? How will you support these people? Because most of them, they are living in a moderate life. And for them, they have been seeking for jobs. These contracts, you've heard of World Bank money, which are being channeled to the municipality. I want you, Beatrice, to tell us what will you do so that these people living with disability can get the real job, not using, these other people have been using fake companies, saying that they applied for jobs and they are not people living with disability. Only ensure that the person getting a contract from the municipality is a real person living with disability. Can you tell us? Because I have heard you are a brilliant lady, you know, you've also hustled in various sectors. And there's some person living with disabilities who are behind you. They've been supporting you in various sectors. What will you give back to them? Because they are really in support of you and they have never gotten an opportunity to get contracts and also to get that 30%. Can you say something? Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, I love that because you guys, you are my friends and you are the friends of the disabled. I believe so, all of you. You are friends of the disability. The first thing that I'll do as a person is that I urge you people to come up with an act that talks about that mainstreams, especially on disability companies that are owned by persons with disabilities. This is because we have a lot of problems. Many people have come up with quite a number of companies claiming that they are companies for persons with disability. But sincerely speaking, most of these companies do not belong to persons with disabilities. We have a problem there. I'm throwing that stone to you people, to the assembly, to the Kericho County Assembly. Please come up with a rule, a constitution, an act. And I hope you'll support me. I'll try and draft it and bring it to you so that you may amend it and make it a rule so that we can protect our rightful contractors. That is the first thing that I'll do. The second thing is that let us also, meanwhile, because that one is a process, let us try to identify these companies. And we have already identified, we as persons with disabilities, through our organization, that is Kericho County Advocacy Group, we have identified those companies that are being owned by the able-bodied people claiming that they are for persons with disabilities. Whenever we will bring you that list, please help us to reject those companies. Thank you.
Thank you, Beatrice. Any other member who has a question?
Beatrice, once again, welcome. From your rich history, I think I should actually congratulate you. Since I found you at Kericho Tea, and we became friends, I didn't know your history. But when you actually explain yourself today, I wish to confirm that you have really proven that disability is not an ability. And I wish to say, given this opportunity to work in the Kericho Municipal Board, can you please work diligently and show the world that we have a woman in Kericho County. We can do better than all the ladies in the world. I wish you well, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Chairman, Beatrice, it is only today that I have known you, and I want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
If this committee make a recommendation that you be approved to be a board member, and one, I had a question of walkways, but not only within town, but also within these offices, the government offices. If you can see, it's not friendly to people living with disability. What will you do? Even in that municipal board office, it's not friendly to people living with disability. Another thing, Beatrice, at the gallery, you have a number of friends whom they have accompanied you to this vetting. What will you do for them? At least so that they can enjoy that one, we have one of our own working in the municipal board. tell us that one thing that you will do for them to be happy if given this opportunity.
Thank you. I'll start with that one. In life, let me just say, in life, I've learned that we are in need of each other, no matter what. And as you can see at the gallery there, not only PWDs are accompanying me, I also have the able-bodied people, my friends. And generally, I'm here with my friends who have been working with me, who we have been working together in all ways and means. So what I'll only do for them is that when given that opportunity, I will advise them what to do next. Also, and I will also support them in any way that I can, so that they can also achieve their goals. Each and every one of them have different goals and they have different ambitions, of which I cannot mention it now here, but I'll assist them where I can. And we will work together. And not even only those ones that are in the gallery, I'll work with my community, I'll work with the whole county. And I will also support my fellow person with ability to realize their goals, to realize who they are, to realize their abilities, to realize their potential in life, so that we can work together as one and improve our municipality. Concerning the buildings and the constructions that are going on in our county, we have an act, a disability act, a national disability act, that it's supposed to be followed. We have a rule of law and it's supposed to be followed. So, with the ones that are going on, the constructions that are going on, I believe that with your support, we will work together to try and advise the contractor or whoever is doing any construction to come up with a disability-friendly building. But with those that are in place right now, we will try to see on how we can improve it to be a disability-friendly. Although some are very difficult, we've also tried to work with the county government. You know, the building, the main entrance of the Kericho County government, those offices, the CEC's offices. Of course, there is no ramp there. We've tried to work with them to see on how we can develop a ramp, but it is challenging. I'm also selling this to you, idea. Please also assist us to see how we can do a ramp in that particular building, and quite a number of buildings. And in case you have any idea, please let me know. With our abilities as persons with disabilities, we can support you in one way or another to help you champion on this, on different buildings in this county on how they can do the ramps, or even they can do the lifts. Especially, for example, we have a lift there at the Cable Plaza. It is disability friendly. It is even written in Braille. So whenever I go there, I go touch the wall there. It is written in Braille, and I just press the button. If it is G, I know where G is in Braille. So I think whoever did that, I really have to congratulate that person. So I'm also selling that idea to you guys. Please help us to advise the same in all buildings in this county. Thank you.
Thank you, Beatrice, and thank you for your elaborate views or elaborate explanation of different views, and I want to commend you on that. And with your rich width of experience, you have traveled most to different municipalities in this world. I think your experience will bring a lot of impact to this municipality. So I know if this committee approves you, I know the municipal board would be vibrant with your rich in experience and in collaboration. Secondly, I know municipal board will be a lot of works, so you will be championing the 30% to person living with a disability, the youth and the women. In any buildings, any construction, I know, because you will be there, this town or this municipal will be ISO certified because of the reach of experience. Otherwise, we are blessed to have you, and we have come to the end of this session, and we wish you all the best. maybe I'll give you an opportunity of 30 seconds, maybe for final remarks if you have, and then we bring this session to conclusion.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm excited, I'm very happy. I thought that it would be a very long session, but I really appreciate your support. And I also want to congratulate this committee. It's a wonderful committee. Keep it up to serve our community and to serve our county. What I just forgot it is that I didn't value myself. I think I'm worth 1.2 million.
That's good.
I'm still growing.
No problem.
So please, I'm sorry I forgot that one. So thank you, thank you, thank you once again. I want to say thank you. Honorable Matthew and Honorable Bavina, please help me to come up with that disability bill so that all these things will work in our, it will work for the best of our county and the best of the person, for the best of for person with disability. Otherwise, thank you.
Thank you and be blessed. I'll ask the Sergeant Nataf to give Beatrice a document and maybe to see her off. And if lunch is ready, she's welcome. Otherwise, wish you all the best in your endeavors. Thank you.